Welcome to another episode of Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, The JLE Experience. Go get it if you don't have it. I own the music and copyrights. Don't mute nothing Facebook. Always got to say that. I got an amazing episode for you this season 11, episode 19 to come off vacation this month. I got my amazing nephew, high school senior sports athlete, Zion Edwards. Welcome to the show, nephew.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you for doing it. It's going to be some fun. First question, what led you to the path?
Football?
Yeah, I ain't know you like sports like that to go play.
Really, my granddad, I wanted to work hard so I could play for him. So he could see me play, but he never got the chance. So I kind of just carried that on.
Okay. And we didn't miss him. That was a great dude. Great dude. I tried to get all the knowledge out of my could before he left here.
Yeah.
So be with Jesus. Shout out to him. So what has it been like being in high school?
What's it been like in high school? Really? It's really about time management. I could say that. You can have fun in high school if you really know how to time manage. I'll say that. Especially with sports. Kind of like
how's that balancing both of them, athlete and student?
It can get challenging towards the end of the season when it's late nights. Is where you really working until 8 o'clock, getting home close to 9. Work done, you know.
Man, look here. I remember when I was training on sports, me and my homeboy Jerome. My mom wouldn't let me clear for football because I felt that would have helped me. So I had to try track. Lord, I was short and fat, so I got in shape doing that one. But we was honest kids too, so all that homework and practicing, I'd be falling out. You ever had them experiences?
Oh, for sure. Especially it's been bad. It's been real bad. Sometimes when get home,
working on the paper and do one of these. It's 5 a.m. Dang, I gotta finish this.
Oh yeah, be bad. Them 10-hour energies drinks be helping. Be helping. Be helping.
You cracking them, huh? Okay.
A lot of them.
I don't know if we had that back in the 90s. I was in high school. But you got all the tech at your disposal.
Yeah, a lot.
Especially now, what is it like, that camaraderie amongst you and your teammates?
Honestly, it's actually a great feeling when the whole team click. It's somewhere around the middle of the season where you really, all that hard work in the summer, it starts to really pay off, and you start to actually build trust with them, and you can go rolling on with the season.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the normal skirmishes. I don't like you because she like you, whatever, before y'all really start gelling.
Yeah.
Now, are you one of the captains of the team or?
Nah, but I feel like I did what I had to do to make the team better.
Now, what position did you play?
Defensive end.
Oh, you got up the quarterback. How many sacks you get?
Got about 5 this season.
Oh, that's dope. How did it feel the first time you did it?
It felt really good. I'll say it felt really good. Had teammates cheering me on. It was a really good experience.
Now, I know my brother, your mom was there. You ever see them losing their man in the stands when you did it?
Oh yeah. Going too.
I remember your father. I was like, "Damn, you like a behemoth. Why didn't you play sports? They got too many rules." Yeah. What? They got too many rules. I can't hit the quarterback like I want. What are you trying to do to the quarterback there? He ain't supposed to move, Jeff. Like, no, that's not the point of football. Yeah, you don't need to play big, bro.
You would have been good though.
Yeah, he probably would have been a beast out there back in the days where you really could knock the slop out of a quarterback. Now you gotta put him down like a baby.
Oh yeah.
The ref say, "Oh, you hit him too hard."
Yeah, can't hit too high, can't hit too low.
Now, how was that in mid speed and you keeping in mind? Okay, I can't hit him up here or way low here. They're gonna call a penalty. How was that thought process?
It's really you got to tell by his body language a little bit.
Okay.
So if you trying to go out, the pocket, you really gotta see what he trying to do, because he could easily slide and it would be a targeting. So it's like it really gotta depend
Okay.
on.
That's a lot of information y'all processing, even when you moving at super speed to make sure you can kind of slow up like the flash, hit him in the right spot. I don't affect the team. Maybe get a fumble and keep it moving.
So
Now, what all did football teach you?
football taught me a lot. I could honestly say
Talk about it.
football helped in a way. Like, okay, how did football help? Repeat the question, please. Can you repeat the question?
What did football teach you?
I'll teach me. It really taught me how to hold for my own. It really taught me how to defend for myself a little bit. It really it made me voice out a lot more, because I had to really, you have to be speaking up on the field, and I feel like I'm really to myself. It really taught me how to
Yeah,
myself in a way.
I was definitely like that in high school because no one should do this. But when I realized my father wouldn't see me graduate because he died when I was 12, smoking weed and drinking cigarettes wasn't the way to go.
Oh,
Because you'll be kind of depressed in like fifth hour, looking out the window, trying not to think about them things. That's why I want to play football. I think if I hurt the quarterback, I could deal with my pain by putting on somebody else.
yeah.
But that wasn't an option, so I took the drug route, which don't recommend for nobody. It don't help. But it's cool to taught you that because it definitely teach you manhood a little bit too, how to be held accountable. So I'm pretty sure the coaches make sure y'all keep your grades up. You ain't the knuckleheads in the classroom. Respectful to everybody. They know who you are and what you represent for the school.
Absolutely. It also, I feel like it also taught me how to be a better role model, how to carry myself when it comes to being in the school building. Because I feel like when you play a certain sport, you kind of have that chip on your shoulder, and people are look at you differently based off of the sport you play. So I feel like I kind of had to carry myself in a way that it reflected my image. So I
Got you.
had to,
Yeah, their stigmas of dumb jock and all that crap, and that's not true.
uh,
A lot of amazing athletes I went to school with that were killing it. As long as I had a 3 to maybe a 3.5, I was cool. I wasn't trying to get no 40 points like Steph Curry or Kobe. Nobody. I need no 4 point. As long as I stay in the 3 point range, I'm cool because I'm doing my other stuff. But I knew cats that you got a 4 point. Dog, you doing it? Okay. And the cats I knew that were the top people in basketball, football. I started learning that they do face challenges because all the schools are recruiting. They really got to figure out what would be the best fit for them and all that good stuff.
absolutely.
Now, do you want to continue once you graduate this year with football?
Honestly, I don't know. I have a scholarship. I qualify for the Hope Scholarship with my GPA is high enough so I can go to college for free. So I could really,
Congrats. Talking about
I don't know. I have to see. I have to see. I don't know.
what's the hesitation about it?
Hesitation. I feel like I want to enjoy myself just a little bit, because I feel like football is like
It's
it's a
commitment.
whole commitment. Endless hours in the gym, endless hours in the film room, and barely enough time to sleep. So I feel like kind of want to enjoy myself just a little bit.
Yeah, but the payoff definitely generational wealth for your family, for yourself. Anything you might think of doing, you will have the resources at your disposal, the connections you'll meet.
Right. But I feel like I kind of want to I want to go to the trade school route.
Okay. What
Electrician.
trade you want to do?
Electrician.
Like Uncle Donzel getting all that bread.
Hey,
Trades is all right. They make some money with that thing. They
get a
don't
shot.
talk about that enough out here on the planet. Like trades is really cool.
Even
Awesome life you can have doing that.
networking. I feel like the networking can help
Hmm.
meet enough people, shaking. hands, I feel like you get somewhere.
What made you think about trades?
Trades, honestly, I really just wanted to better myself so I could have a business. That's why I'm trying to go into college for business. So then at some point when I get good enough at it, I can start a business with trade.
Okay. Now, this is awesome entrepreneurship. I feel that because I ain't really had a chance to chop it up with you. So this is like where you are now over the years. Time just went by, but that's cool. Where would you want to be at your business down there?
Probably because Atlanta, they getting a good population. Like they starting to get up there. So
Okay.
you know, the electrician done. So I feel like it's a good spot.
Okay. Now, how have the females been treating you? You know, Mr. Athlete.
Females, I I ain't had too much time to worry about it, but I had a couple, just
Okay. Had a little bit of shine from being an athlete. Okay.
a little bit.
That's cool. Now, we Marvel and DC people in our family. How you been liking what they've been putting out lately?
Kind of rushed. A little bit, little. I say Black Panther. I feel that was good. The second one, it was really good. I enjoyed that. Really, they ain't really put too much out that I can really say I enjoyed, but they already came out with Aquaman 2.
No, that's coming out next month.
Okay, so I feel like
DC.
that's I feel like gonna be pretty high because I enjoyed the first Aquaman. So
Yeah.
kind
I mean, it seemed like for whatever reason, and to us, it looked weird, but they might actually have a plan. When they came out with the first phase for the Infinity Saga, every story connected to is somebody they got to fight.
yeah,
I mean, if you read the comics, you knew it was Thanos, but the average film goer, you're seeing, this person he's in his movie and that movie.
yeah.
So it's something down there they got to go team up to fight, and you don't see that now.
It's really I feel like they really just trying to introduce a whole bunch of side characters.
Yeah,
So
instead of they all do have a purpose. Because say you got Captain Marvel popping her head in, hey, we're gonna need you, so here's a card. Okay, it's still all connected like the first saga, and this not doing that. So it's like you just flooding all this stuff out here. Ain't Kane the Conqueror who y'all supposed to be fighting? Where's the bonus scenes y'all talking about this guy? Other than Loki, you don't really hear nothing about it except the Ten Rings movie. And that was about it.
now, I don't really know how they gonna carry with the Winter Soldier and the Falcon. I don't know how they gonna really go with that and tie it back in. Cause
Yeah, because I mean it shouldn't be hard since he's new Captain America. That could be Nick Fury got the sword ship in space. Hey, tap in with him. You new Cap now, so this what's going on. Here's the briefing. Give you something that simple. But you're not seeing that, and as a Marvel fan, like that's what made y'all change the game because it was all connected. Now,
kind of all over the
She
place
Hulk, okay, you got her brother, her cousin on here, but you ain't even talking about nothing he really dealing with.
at all.
It's like a comedy show. Like, okay. So, okay, and then the end of the show, we're going to get to, hey, we got a big bag coming. Maybe we can use your help.
Yeah,
That scene didn't happen. Like, okay, so y'all just making stuff.
all right.
And people ain't really caring because the Marvels came out and it ain't really blow the box office off because people are looking at ain't none of the stuff connected, in my opinion.
I'm be honest. I thought She-Hulk was gonna do a lot better than it did, cause
It had potential.
it had potential, and then it didn't. I ain't gonna lie, it didn't reach my expectations, 100%. But
Nah, because you had the cartoon agents of Smash. You could have gave us something that okay, yeah, she's a lawyer by day, but she do Avenger stuff at night because she chopping up with her cousin or whoever about this.
yeah,
And you didn't see none of that with a lot of these shows. So I'm like, okay, you need to get back to that because that's what made people be engaged. That it's all connected. So you got to watch all of it to keep up with the story.
yeah.
You ain't
Nah,
got no story right now, really. It
you
says
can do
Loki, Ant-Man, and the Ten Rings movie, and now they say the Marvels movie.
it.
But everything else been released ain't really talked about nothing. So like you can just skip all that
Yeah,
and get to the Kang storyline.
I
So
heard that.
hopefully now that's what they do going forward.
All right.
And that'd be worth the trouble of it.
I feel that Deadpool movie gonna be good though. That new one coming out.
Which one?
Deadpool movie with Wolverine.
Oh yeah, he finally got to put the suit on and come back.
Yeah.
I was shocked they made Deadpool. When I was a kid, I would go bother your dad or Uncle John, and I see this dude getting stabbed, and he okay. He got a healing factor.
Yeah.
This is violent. They can't make this stuff real life. Over time, we find a way to make it PG-13 or whatever. But for Deadpool, like, you know what? We're gonna do a rated R, and it made money.
There was no way they could put that PG-13.
I was impressed. Like people went to go see it. Like he had a following.
The
I
second,
expect this one make some money too. And then you got Wolverine in it, and everybody been wanting to see him in the suit for the longest.
Sure.
That's definitely gonna be big.
I don't think you're gonna do another one after this though. I don't
But he
think
said he'll do Avengers movie.
Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I guess his homeboy Ryan kept telling like, come on, man, if you're gonna put the suit on, you gotta put it on for the Avengers, bro. Come on. You're Wolverine. I don't care how many times you say you retired from it. When you say Wolverine, they say you.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's the same with a lot of actors. Like Tony Stark, I don't know who's gonna replace him. If we being honest,
They talk about trying to bring him back.
they got to, cause
But they
him.
losing money and the people losing interest. Like, you got the multiverse. You could bring versions of him, Captain America, and them back.
It ain't gonna feel the same way.
Yeah, but if you do your job, you ain't got to worry about bringing them back because you picked a new leader, and that person's popping up in all of these shows to keep it connected. But because for whatever reason they ain't doing now, it's a scramble. Well, maybe we bring it. Well, we could bring Black Widow back. Didn't someone have a contingency for this, or someone just said, "Let's just make it all be standalone content"? And who gave that bright idea? Because that was dumb as hell, in my personal opinion. It's you never saw that in the comics. Everything was standalone.
Yeah.
So why you want to do it now?
I don't know how they gonna replace. They already replaced Captain America, but I don't know.
Well, they got the girl Riri, Ironheart.
Right. For Iron Man.
She's smart like Iron Man. And then you got Spider-Man, who, as the storyline been going, Tony picked him to take his spot to protect the planet.
Okay.
So they can still follow that. I think they resigned him to still be Spider-Man.
I think so.
So he could take that role, but they might be forming the Young Avengers because he ain't that old.
Yeah. So,
you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be good when Fantastic Four, when they get the right people for it, like they gonna.
Yeah, because the first movie they were all the right people.
All the right people.
All the right people. People forget Michael B. Jordan did that remake, which was
not at all.
And Captain America was a good fires Human Torch before he became Captain America.
Now that he's gone, what's his name? Chris Evans. Now that he's gone as Captain America, he could. But I don't know if they want.
Man, they kind of older now. They might want to try to find someone a little in the middle of the pack, but still got some star power. Right, at least the dude that played Reed Richards got to be somebody now.
Oh yeah.
I know they were talking. Well, you already had the dude from Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
So you still keep him, and it got to be a female or someone out here you can use that somewhat known. But then you got to get Dr. Doom right.
Oh yeah, got to.
The dude that played him in the beginning, he was a villain on Charm TV show. He was perfect. So you got to find something similar like that guy. Once you get that, you'll be all right. Because he got embodied Victor Von Doom, got his own country and talk a lot of smack. Smart as hell. Can't just pick anybody.
Can't.
And he got charisma. So it can't just be a smart, crazy person like they did with Lex Luthor with the Justice League movie. No. He's smooth, suave, and talk a lot of diplomatic crap. And you can't touch him because he's going to say diplomatic immunity. Blow up a country.
Hey, you think they're going to use CGI for the thing? Or you think they're going to actually do a suit?
CGI gotten better. So they could do a suit or CGI like they did with the Hulk now. Put them things on you and you do it yourself.
Because then,
yeah. Because I mean, you could make a rock suit like they did before, but CGI might work better.
But they ain't work with the Michael B. Jordan one though, so I don't know.
Nah, they made him look too different.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, and them 4 actors really had that dysfunctional family dynamic that is a key component to them.
Yeah,
they family, but they will bicker about stuff, even in the midst about to jump into battle. Like, hey, problem over there. What y'all doing? We starting an argument. Like, what's wrong with these people?
Right.
So they definitely had that because the Michael B. Jordan movie really didn't have that component.
Not at all.
You know? And that's their thing. Y'all was gonna have Human Torch and the Thing go back and forth. Reed Rich is always gonna be stuck in the science, and the wife looking at him like, "Hey, you got a baddie over here. What you doing?" Tell them stop arguing. You know, them dynamics you saw in the first one. Just take some of that and put in a new one. It should be good. Anything you want to market, promote?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Still trying to work on it. Still trying to work.
Okay. Now, what are your thoughts about your future as you approach graduation?
My future. Honestly, I just want to make sure everything is in the right place. You know, I really, in my mind, I really want college to work out, and
Okay.
I get what I need to, so I can be successful in the trade. So, really, just looking to have a successful future. That's all.
Okay. You definitely will. You definitely will. You've been coached up the right way. You know, to keep God first. And when adversity comes, take it in stride, learn from it, keep moving. You're gonna be good. Mine was terrifying. Like, oh my God. I gotta figure out manhood without a dad. What the world I'm gonna do? All the wild gangs and dope dealers was trying to recruit back then. Like, no, I love women. There's nothing in prison I won't. Sorry.
How you feel? How do you feel you got through?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what could you say like that got you through it?
Well, it started with music. That's when I was birthed to a musician. Night he died. I just played the Wine as a Friend over and over, and that kind of gave me that solace to where I wanted to make music for any emotion to help other people. So I started looking at Babyface as a faraway mentor on how do I construct a song. So I didn't let people know that because you know the homies, oh, this old sucker for love. You know what I mean? Oh, he a boys man, dude. Nah, I can't know that. So I be writing songs. Females knew I write a song sing, but fellas, yeah, I'm rapping with y'all. So music will always be that. I want to make music, have my own company, group. I used to draw up little concert pictures and all that. Back then, I think my name was LG. I can laugh at it now. And it's funny because I spelled the LEG like the E was silent. I don't know why. It just looks sweet. What's that?
Where did G come from?
LEG. And it, cause I had Latin back then, so is laid I think the greatest or something. So back then I was calling myself the greatest, been allowed to motivate myself.
Okay.
So that's self-motivation. Put your mind to it, and nothing you can't achieve.
Right.
And by the time I got to senior year, I attempted suicide, 11th grade, stuff Really wasn't vibing at the crib. Tupac Me Against the World kept me on right track from doing that type of stuff. Never thought I would talk about or put in a book ever in life, which is your journey is so weird. Stuff you go through can help others. So when I got to graduation, it was more, well, you like engineering, you like music, stay on that path
Okay.
and figure it out. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but stay on that path. And when I got to school, I was engineering.
I feel you.
But I didn't really learn how to study math, so math kept dunking on me. They
Mhm.
went to go see the dean of engineering, and he was like, "From talking to you, you ain't no engineer, man. You too charismatic. You say you like music, I can see that. Go take a test to see your other interests." I'm like, okay. A homeboy did tell me, my boy, gotta get my boy Doug. Why don't you do business management? Man, I ain't trying to do that garbage. I'm trying to do this music thing. So I went to music management. Rude awakening. Ear training is like math I ain't never heard of because you're doing the engineering aspect of it through ear. Where we in class and the teacher making beats on the piano, and I'm like, dude, why you making beats? Everybody laughing. This the test, Jeff. Huh? Yeah, you got your music staff paper, right? So in the bass clef and you got the treble, you got to put the time signature in the notes of what I'm doing. I'm like, we reverse engineering music? What is this? What the hell? Like, oh Lord. Play the beat again, bro. I'm like, okay, that's a whole note. I had to go to piano lessons to understand how you count whole notes, half note, because I was always in the glee club, but I never learned the fundamentals because he was making the beats like everybody was just like, okay, cool. I'm like, I'm lost. What the hell? I just got a whole note down. This is 4 4 6 8. Oh Lord. I thought it was gonna be easier than engineering, man. Damn. I need a drink.
Hey, did
But
you drop?
I figured out most of it. But I
Okay.
still had you had to do private voice lessons. I still had music history classes. I still had to finish up ear training and piano proficiency. I dropped out in '08.
Okay.
Just studying the Wayne State, they pay for college. And now I'm learning just the day-to-day life. Like, no, this sucks. I gotta be my own boss. I need options. This 9 to 5 ain't it. So when I went back, the head of the department, Dr. Nora Duncan, when I was a music major, he was over the 18 of the choirs. Because the choir union was like the Bad News Bears. There's a bunch of people doing it, but we could see they got the suit, the dresses, they got they folders in their hand. When he hit that hand up, folders out, chin up, and they just started hitting the notes like, oh, that's 18. Okay. So he was chopping it up. He like, you still got so many more music classes, but if you do business management, you can be done in the next few years. And I had that thought, your boy Doug told your dumb butt to do that back in '04. Why the hell you didn't listen? Let's do that, man. And from January 13th, when I went back after 5 years of dropping out, I didn't stop until August 2020. I graduated nonstop. And I always had that back in my head. What if you listened to Doug when God told him to tell you business management '04? Maybe you would have got, but then again, your journey is your journey. And what I've learned got me doing this because you could have never told me, oh, in the future, you're going to have your own interview, sports, and social discussion show, radio broadcasting. Me? No. I don't like people like that. I'm an introvert, extrovert. I don't like to put my business out here. And yeah, God gonna make you help you find a purpose, and your life is a living testament. Now, my dad was a pastor. I ain't trying to do all that, bro. I'll tell you what God at, but that ain't my ain't no Pastor Jeff over here. Nah. And me and my homeboy Jerome had a conversation '02 where we debated all night because God was just like, I need you to do this. I ain't trying to be no pastor. Come on, man. If you follow my will, and it's crazy because he labeled it out. You can do your books, your music, maybe some TV show, Everything I'm doing, he labeled out if you submit. I'm like, man, I tell people what God at. I've submitted. I did it. Not like you're supposed to. Like, man, come on, Jerome. Cut that volume off. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone, but God wanted me to tell you and to be doing it now. A month ago, I had that revelation. Like, remember that conversation, O2? Everything he named off you're doing, if you submit, you're doing now. I just put my head down like, when a man is a fool. It's better to be obedient. You know, like that dude, he like, if you listen, Jeff, you can do A, B, C. Like everything you doing, he named it that night 20-some years ago. That you was hell bent. Like, no, I want to be no pastor. I see stuff enough as it is. I'm cool. God over there, leave me alone. And I just laugh like, he gonna get his way. Like you finally gonna do business.
How was your experience with the business? How was that?
Business management, because I was always in the union, so I never really looked at their perspective. And taking them classes, I got indoctrinated at Mike Illich. And I would give people the example now to try to see both sides of it. Okay, if you hire someone to cut your grass for $100, do you want them to just do the back part and they good? They're a shabby job, or you want their best effort possible? I want their best. So, are you that type of worker? What you getting at? Because this is what management is looking at. So, just like this analogy of cutting grass, you want the best work. They want your best work.
Right.
So, why you crying you want more money if you ain't willing to put your best foot forward? Because this dude say he want 150 for his job and he did a half-ass job, you might want to say, get off my property. You messed up you hit my roses, you did that. You want what? That had me look at it totally different from both sides. And I'm like, okay. But there's a way to manage where you can be respectful and get the best out of the worker too.
Right.
That's when I started learning to form my approach to management. Oh yeah, Mike Illich gave me the game. Nephew. For real. And they never had people come in that is out in the field doing stuff. I remember the owner of Meyer, and I had just read him and his partner had sold the deli part to Campbell's for like $230 million. I'm like, oh, that's dude coming in tomorrow. Psh. I'm like this. I got questions. Your arm ain't tight. No, because I just read you sold that for $230 million. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So I got questions. How you make a culture? How you do this? How you do that? Now, y'all gonna give me all this. And it did help. That's what I'm doing now. All them classes I'm utilizing, which you couldn't have told me. Like, it's gonna give a blueprint to do a business. And this is I'm always researching because I don't want people say, "Man, you made me feel comfortable." You've been doing like I give it to God and I do the research. I watch other people's shows, see how they make the guests feel comfortable and all that. Because I live by my tagline where we treat you like family. You being humble enough to share your career journey to help someone find their purpose. I don't know you from Adam, so I want you to feel comfortable quick as possible. So you can give me that best Yoda game at the end on your advice. Yeah. And if you ain't comfortable, you might be hesitant. I've had people come on the show like, you can relax. I don't care where you was at 4 a.m. Oh, you don't? This ain't that party, bro. Or ma'am, no. Okay, cool. Like, get back. This is the middle ground. Relax, chill. Just give your flowers about what you did to be awesome. Then some like, we ain't done it. Like, the fact that you have become a CEO at a corporation or your own company, you thought about it, you put some work behind it, trial and error, and you got there. There's someone terrified to say out loud they want to be a painter, for example. Mm-hmm. So what made you say it out loud and start putting foot to action? Okay. So that's going to help them. Okay. Like, the Uncle John, we chopping up on Thanksgiving, like, I'm going to do a book signing. I got all 3 of my books on hand, so I can do that. Like, some people wish they could do a book, and you actually did it. You did 3 of them.
Yeah.
To me, I'm more all right. Well, God said it, then He did it. So, all right. Worst case, I mess up. Try again. But I'm gonna do it. And some people find that hard to do. So I'm like, okay, I didn't think about it like that.
Mm. How was that? How was that process of like publishing the book? How was that?
Ah. Well, once I started interviewing people back in 21, when I rebooted this show, Chris Mattoon and Major Shepherd L. Shout out to them two major authors and mentors. They was like, "You should write a book, Jeff." Like, I wrote one back in the day, but I kept losing it. I ain't doing that. Now you need to do it. I wrote it within a week, right after we had that conversation. So I interviewed both of them together. End of June 21. I wrote my first book within the first week of July. But because I put in there, I attempted suicide. I'm like, Andre 3000, that's in there forever. I ain't publishing that. Nope. Mm-mm. They don't know that about me. Mm-mm. And time went by like the Jeopardy theme song, waiting on people to finish. And one morning on September, I was paying bills, and God get to talk to you like, hey, that book, I need you to publish it. Like, no, I ain't putting it out there. I don't care if you did that. It's gonna help someone. Nah, man. But they gonna know I did that. They gonna look at me different. Jeff, come on, man. Put the book out. So after a while, I get my ear twisted by God. I finally went on Amazon KDP, learned how to put it out yourself, and put it out. Now I was chopping up with a cat in the UK that does photography, cool cat. And once I finally put out, I let him know my book is out. I'm gonna check it out. And this when I realized the path God put me on with this. It ain't about me. And the guy told me that, reading your book and hearing that you've had that experience, I've been dealing with that. But reading your book gave me a reason to keep going. And then it was like, okay, F all the games, man, because this dude would have took himself out had you not been obedient and put your book out. So it really ain't about you. It's about, for whatever reason, your life got to be a living sacrifice for others to help them. So we're gonna stop fighting with God on do that. Just do the work. He know you need to make some money off this some point so you can be comfortable and do the way you need to be done. He know all that. He know everything. But you gotta really submit and just do the work. Because I really would have felt bad if that dude took himself out and my book could have helped him. And it really had me stuck for a day like, damn, it just got real. It really ain't about me, all this stuff he got me doing. It's for somebody else. Yeah, I don't want to be that dude. Marvel, great power, great responsibility. Like, don't be him where you didn't get it right and didn't put it out. So you tell you put this out or work on this, do it. And that's what I've been doing since. I go do the research, ask him about it. Where it got me to 3 shows, got more books come out, getting back in the studio, and eventually gonna get my building for the radio broadcasting company and start putting out my own film content, TV shows. This was nothing I wanted. I only stopped at music, Nephew.
You feel like with your book, did that add a little bit of pressure with having to finish it, or does like?
Nah, because I've always been a writer. So writing when I first wrote my first song in 8th grade to now, writing part was easy. It was just more they gonna look at you because I put the attempt to suicide in my first book.
Okay. Yeah.
Then my second book talk about your separation as an example because you got to be your inspirational books. You got to be an example. Whatever going on in your life, got to be an example. Don't want it to be, but it need to be an example. Like, okay. Then the third book I put out, one of my former guests, Terry Brinston, reached out because she had an educational virtual conference and maybe I get the word out. Now, when I did LinkedIn, it was a class project, and we didn't know what the hell it was. Teacher got upset, like, how y'all business students, y'all know about the business Facebook? Like, I never heard of LinkedIn. I only had like 2 or 20 people for links and all that on there. It wasn't until I got my degree in the mail and I made a video about be the hardest working room, anything you can achieve. And that thing had like 3,600 views, connections. That's how I met my first guest, Chris Mattoon. He was like, you're a role model of New Detroit Renaissance. Like, role model, me? I ain't did nothing special. And that started opening the door to interviewing him, book he got out, other people I've interviewed, to where I'm like, well, you want me? Well, I'll put it out there, see what happens. So I put it out there about her conference. And I was amazed to my network, a lot of people wanted to rock with it. Well, she had the guest she needed. She asked me, I could speak. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know talk about to help to bridge the gap in communication between teacher, parents, and the students. So I came up with your words can break the cycle and utilize different points of time in school that I dealt with words and how it could have went left and how I took it. First story I put in the book was this was mid '80s. I think I was third, fourth grade. Want to be president. So we had put on what we want to be, and the teacher, white lady, that ain't for you. You good with your hands. No, my parents tell me I can be anything I want. Put my mind to it. No, that ain't for you. I was offended, but it didn't make me say I would never do it. I'm still going to run president just to prove a point that I can. So I wound up writing that. Well, we had to film it, so I filmed that story after I typed it out. And the impact when they saw my video for the conference was like, wow, that's powerful, Jeff. Dang, your stories. I'm like, dang, I ain't think I got no story to tell. So then it wasn't too long ago. God tapped me on the shoulder. You need to publish that into a book form. This dude. Why they need that, man? They need to hear that too. Okay. I ain't arguing. Let me get out here and put in the book form. As I put that in the book form. My daily devotionals I was writing, I got that. I'm gonna put out. Now I moved to where I'm doing more videos, even use my TikTok and just putting it everywhere to really start utilizing all the social media. So he's definitely morphed me to become that person that I need to be for when this is really global. Well, it's global now because 31 countries rock with me and listeners and all of them, all age demographics. But you keep nudging in the direction. So it will be, your journey will be some twists and turns. You got another question for me, nephew? If I ask you one?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
Biggest challenge?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly could say trying to keep it bottled up, like my emotions. Trying to grieve. I feel like I'm still trying to work on that. Trying to grieve.
And you keep it bottled up?
Huh?
You keep it bottled up?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not a robot. You ain't a Terminator. You're a human.
You're right.
Well, you lost your grandfather. We lost your cousin, brother, Cleo. Grief affects us all differently, but we're human. And unfortunately, in this world, especially as young black men, it's always taught you can put up with anything. You don't cry about nothing. Shake it off. But we're human. We got emotions. It's okay to not be okay and get it out, because if you don't and keep it bottled up, it's going to come out the wrong way and could hurt someone. So if you ever need to cry or talk to your parents about whatever, or talk to someone, definitely do that, because mental health is real. Because of COVID, we really look at it now that some people don't got no family and they couldn't go nowhere, are shook. And they need to talk to someone to cope with it. Now you start factoring in all the other traumas that are coming up in the hood or whatever that you've seen friends murdered or whatever you dealt with. Yeah, no black man or man on this planet should feel they can't share their emotions, because we're people. You can't be a productive, God-fearing person or whatever God you claim if you keep all that bottled up. Because it's going to come out. Laws of physics, relative, all that, when it comes in, will come out. It's like a math function that you eternalize in life. And if it got you frustrated, angry, whatever, hopefully it come out the best way possible for you compared to, man, this dude just flipped out. He stopped punching the wall. This person ran up on him. He just kept punching, wouldn't stop. Put him in a coma. And it wasn't them. That was just that last trigger to set you off. And I never want that for you, being my nephew, to have that you just flip out on whatever the situation is, because you're missing your cousin, brother, or your grandfather. Okay, talk about it. You hit me up, whoever you need to talk to. It's okay. You can cry together. It's okay. It ain't okay to keep it bottled in and never deal with it. The grief affects us all, but we all got to go through the grieving process to move forward in our new normal,
Right.
with them not being around. To where it can be holding on to the memories, and you might still shed tear times, you laughing at the good times that you can remember with them. And not, man, why they gone and this evil person here, man, I'm punch someone. Like, no, that's the way to deal with it. That's the way to deal with it. Lean on the Lord so he can guide you with it. Because there's some people out here now might be doing that because they got so much bottled up. And they think it's being a man to hold it in. It ain't being no man. Anyone listening, a grown ass man will deal with his grief and let it out the right way. So he can be a better person for his family. Keeping it bottled ain't gonna help nobody. It's gonna be the self-destructive. And I've seen people do it. Coming up, been to too many funerals to count. That's why I ain't care for the Juice of Boys Hood movies, because I lived through it. But we had to deal with it. Now, a lot of times, weed was my friend or a drink. That wasn't the best way to deal with no drugs. Go work out, hit a punching bag. That's how I dealt with it. But when I would come across people in conversation, it would be anger of, okay, well, I gotta, man, what he helped someone now got murdered at a party. How's that good? And this person over here selling drugs, robbing, ain't dead, man. Shut up talking to me. Because I was angry. Yet alone, I wanted to fight God for years. Like, well, I got to figure out life without a dad. This is some bull crap. You got all these dope dealers and whatever out here, for real? You trying to tell me this is a good thing? Like, man, y'all don't get on my face and I'm going to drop kick you. This ain't no good. And I ain't telling you I'm dealing with dope dealers and gang bangers recruiting every day. And it's a good thing for me to deal with this crap. I stopped being a kid at 12 years old. Really? I'm going to punch you in the face. Get out my face. But God know what he doing with your story. So everything I've been through, it has helped someone to where I can do this. Because again, you couldn't tell me I'd be doing this. Nah, bro. Me on camera talking to people? No, I don't like people like that.
At all.
I love women like that. I say, hey, how you doing? But hey, can you be on my show? I'm talking about this. I'm nervous. They looking at me funny, stranger danger. Like, oh man, you want me to keep asking these people? I'm humble. People reach out to me. I want to be a guest on your show now. Like, wow, you've been doing this thing that long. They come to you now. Wow.
Hey.
How about that? Now, what has been your impact in the community so far?
Impact in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like I feel like I ain't had an impact yet. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I mean, I work.
Your community could be high school people. You know, have you noticed anything different than them seeing you on your path? They may have took from you, help them.
Not that I know of. I really ain't did too much. I just work. Sports. I ain't really do too much. I feel like I haven't had an impact.
Keep in mind, you may have had one, but they ain't said nothing to you. And I use the example my homeboy Joe, my brother since 6th grade. He finished his degree not too long ago. And I was truly humbled that he said he saw that I never quit and I finished mine. So that got him inspired to finish his.
Mm.
A guy that I had as an interview guest, Charles McKay, he doing awesome. He almost close to 100 episodes with his podcast, Trey Metro Plug. I went to one of his book club hookups, was pretty cool. And I was humbled again to learn he watched me, and that's where he started his podcast. So you never know who watching, how you moving. That inspired them. They might have never say nothing to you, and when they do, to me, it's very humbling that I've impacted anybody's life for the better for them to do something themselves.
Yeah.
Truly humbled by that. But you never know.
Right.
And your Uncle George, man, like, man, people watching you. Don't think the way you're moving, people ain't watching because you got a few. I can't put speaker up there because it won't show. But you got a few titles in front of your name that you actually can say 3 books published, 2 albums. I have a article on LinkedIn I publish once a month. I do have 3 companies. I had to make my high school record company real, Real Force Entertainment, and I host 3 shows. And like you actually doing this stuff. You ain't just putting up there to try to get no clout, no crap like that. You are actually doing what you're saying. I don't think about it. I tend to do the blindfold and just do the work. Then later I notice, oh, you did ABC. Oh, I'm trying to get to the finish line with it. Do what it's supposed to do. Like, yeah, but stop and look up and just take account. You're doing some stuff, and it's impacting people for the better.
Yeah.
And I can't do this without God because there's been plenty of shows where someone might just need to clean out their closet and something that they've been through tragic come out. I'm like, whoa. Well, you got through it and you're doing awesome. And you here to share your story with somebody else. Yeah, you're right. Like, well, we ain't gonna be stuck. We gotta keep moving forward. And I just started looking at the guy like, Pastor, huh? Little slick devil. you gonna get your way, huh? Okay. I ain't tripping. Just better help someone than not to help them.
Right.
Look at it now.
Right.
Got another question for me for your last question?
Uh. mm. How you feel life has changed for you, like from your era to now? Like, how do you feel like life has changed?
Oh wow. Wow. From graduated 96 till now,
Yeah.
we went from beepers and cell phones to computers in your hand with the phones now. It's amazing with the technology because you never thought all the comic book, cartoon stuff I would watch was even possible. I mean, I remember when Back to the Future 2 came out in 90. We were amazed they had the Jetson video conference stuff. Like, man, we had never had that in real life. And we're doing it now. Like this stuff. And then I had people laugh with the Apple Watch, but that was the Inspector Gadget cartoon. I'm looking at his niece Penny solving crimes. Like, ain't nothing but the Inspector Gadget hookup in real life. Never thought we had that. So there's been some strides with the technology to help you do more and to really further mankind. And then there's people that use it for when anything that's going to be used for bad. Facebook, the bullying, all that crap I've came across. People, boys were fighting in bathrooms, putting videos, all that nonsense. So it's definitely a lot. And a young-minded, bright person can have a multi-million-dollar business before high school because the world is at the tip of their fingers with technology now. If they're looking at it from that perspective. And then you could be wilding, and everybody know about that from that perspective, unfortunately. Because we were wild back then. I'm glad we had no video footage. It's a good thing. Yeah, when I was at the clubs wilding, and yeah, you can't say, yeah, that was Jeff that's on the floor. You ain't got no video. That's fake news. You ain't got nothing to me. We ain't have all that back then. But it's definitely a different world.
Yeah.
And some people don't keep up. Like I remember I was dating someone and Yahoo Messenger was big. This girl just get mad at me because she didn't send me like 5, 10 things, and I'm still trying to respond to the first thing on my flip phone.
Oh yeah.
So over the years I got better in texting. For real. That's a beautiful thing too with the tech because you don't miss out on stuff if you don't want to. But
Yeah.
you do need to find balance because you can be on your devices 24 hours. And
Okay.
there's still stuff going on in the world that you ain't gonna see on your phone. Like go outside, meet other people, exercise, engage, start in conversation with other people. So just find the balance with the tech we have now. Any other question?
Ah.
Okay. Well, need that Yoda game from you. What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Trying to find a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm gonna say put God first. Put God first. Try different things. Don't limit yourself. Put yourself in a box, thinking you can only do this because you came from this background. You know, try everything out. Don't limit yourself. Honestly. Yeah.
Great advice. See, you thought you gonna have a hard time coming up with something.
So did I thought I was like,
Now, how was it? Because I know you was nervous backstage.
I
How
was
has
it.
it been?
I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. The question I didn't think I was gonna be able to answer it.
But after doing it, how was it for you?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Pretty smooth.
See? I live that tagline, make you feel like family. You know you are family, but
Uh,
comfortable in your environment, talk about you.
Yeah. It felt kind of weird though, cause I ain't talked about myself. So
I'm starting to get used to that. Like people want me to speak somewhere or be a guest when they show. Well, we need your bio. Like bio, I ain't got no origin story like Marvel. Man, let me see anything. What can I put down? Okay, you do music. When did you start doing all this? Okay, born in Detroit. I had to write something out. Okay, now I got something where I can just send it to him. Just ask me off top. I'm like, I ain't done nothing. What you mean, my bio? What? Like, boy, you done ABC like, oh my goodness, okay. That was the hardest part with books. On the back, because I read enough to where, okay, you got something about the author on the back of on what to put back there.
yeah.
That was about the hardest part. And
What
then
was
I
the
went to, which, go ahead.
What was the easy part?
The easy part was putting the words down.
Um,
That part ain't hard for me. But the back part, how you ended out about the author page, picking designs, um, coming up with chapter titles for it. So the cosmetics would be a little more harder than the actual meat, the story itself. To me, for me, that part comes a little easy.
so you didn't have trouble like trying to connect it all, like the whole storyline for yourself, like
Nah, um, a book I'm working on now. Are you two having a serious conversation? That one I'm trying to make sure I can put in there the nuances couples face because people don't look at the daily operations of a relationship, each person roles in it. And trying to put that into the right words so people, if they don't want to have it, they can read this book and that help them have that conversation so they can have a healthy relationship where they doing achieving the goals they want to achieve as a team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people going into relationships or marriage with the concept, oh, is she gonna do ABCD and I'm be good, or he gonna do this, I'm be good, but you ain't actually verbalize, and you find out, wait a minute, you expect I ain't no, that's not what I was thinking. Like y'all gotta have them talks. Like the real talks, what you really thinking about that you and your homeboys or homegirls might talk, you and your partner need to have that talk as well. Because y'all gonna look at each other every day. So y'all gotta be on the same page. And that emotional confrontation, I call it, can be uncomfortable for some people because you don't know the outcome of how it might feel, but you need to have those conversations so you can get to where y'all trying to go as a family. And it ain't gonna be 50-50 all the time, but as long as y'all both understand and want to work on the team goals together, might be some bumps y'all should get there compared to y'all Bloods and Crips with each other. And people like, why y'all together? How did it get this bad? And there's a lot of miscommunication because y'all not sitting there having a real uncomfortable conversation with everything on the table about what it is you're looking for, hoping for, whatever. And I got a political thriller I got to finish typing or writing out. That's gonna be a good one. That should be a movie. Then I had a dream like Thundercats that I'm still gotta finish. I wrote it out first, so I gotta transcribe the rest of it to type it. So it's about maybe 5 books I got in the wings that's gonna come out.
Okay.
You think about writing a book?
Mike,
Okay, you can do it.
how you feel you did? Like you grabbed the technology to make it. Like,
Um, well, as long as you got Microsoft Word or Google Doc, because even Google Doc, you can speak it and then type it for you. At the time, I don't think that was out when I first started typing or writing books. So you got that route or type it yourself. That part's not hard. I mean, it's cool to get with a publishing company that can put more money behind your marketing.
mm,
But if you just want to be independent with it, if you do Amazon KDP, with all social media, they have you can boost your ad, and that's a way of marketing through Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or whatever. Your stuff still got billboards, get your T-shirts or whatever. Maybe TV ads. I'm working on that through Hulu and some other people. They open up for small businesses to be able to reach their audience. Oh, okay, there you go. There you go, your dad. I wonder when he'll be on here to say something. Comment. I've been waiting too. Like, okay. Feel like Bishop Butler waiting to do the altar call. Like, where was mom and dad at? I ain't seen nothing under here in comments yet. Where they at? Been waiting all that time too. See if one of them post something.
yeah.
You know, but it's definitely. And the biggest thing of everything I'm doing right now that if anybody watching me might think, oh, Jeff doing so much is it's a lot of research. I might make you look like I'm a conductor of an orchestra. It's just putting the work in. Now here they go the comments. Auntie.
Oh, thank you.
Your dad. Okay. What's the hardest thing about being a student athlete?
Hardest thing I say, honestly, I have to say the time management. You really gotta learn that early on. You gotta, you know, because you're gonna be struggling trying to turn an assignment saying at 11:59 when you just gotta practice 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them deadlines is crazy.
Yeah.
I remember 10th grade, Miss Constance. If she's still alive, you was the Jordan of everything for English. I appreciate the hell out of her. Didn't like her at the time, because we weren't honors program yet. So we doing our thing like cool, no problem, whatever. We became honors programs, and she had that talk with us. Oh, y'all the honors program, so we gotta ramp it up a notch. We're like, ain't we been doing some work? What you talking about, lady? Okay, starting from this point forward, every week, 3,000 word essay. You're gonna have books to read, and the books it's 500 pages. Yeah, and that's where your essay come from. What the what? Oh yeah, 20-page paper about Shakespeare. We do end the semester. We like, whoa. But my sister had him like, you got her, you did good. I'm like, now I understand. She said something else. Oh, you're doing an awesome job. Proud of you.
Like,
Awesome. And I in our 11th grade, we trying out for sports. We still in the honors program, so many days. Chef, did you do that quick page essay? Huh? Oh, dude, man, you be, like, dude, don't condone this to nobody. But we had a way to do the remix. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Turn
oh,
something in. Don't want to do that. Ever do that. But we were too smart for on good where we could remix in our own words. Then sometimes I just, hey, I'm just gonna take it F, man. I was at practice, Miss Constance. I forgot. Turn it in tomorrow. Like, okay. So that grind can be tough.
dude. Especially if you got teachers that don't like you just because you're an athlete. That's bad.
That's still a thing.
It's still a thing. It's still a thing. Especially with the older teachers, it's a thing.
So do it come off that they couldn't be an athlete, so they wanted to take it out on you?
I don't know. I don't know. If you,
That's kind of weird. Like you ain't get no special treatment.
um,
I mean, they must have had a bad experience with someone prior, so they want to take it on all athletes now.
yeah.
What was y'all record, by the way?
Oh, we went undefeated in the region.
Okay, congrats.
We only lost 2 games in the non-region.
Okay, so how far in the playoffs y'all go?
We got to the second round. So
That's cool.
yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. So like one last good season to end it off. It was pretty good.
Hey, you went undefeated, man. That's Poppy collar mama right there.
It was felt pretty good. Felt pretty good.
Let them know something.
Yeah.
I wish I could have played. Just hit the quarterback one time. Just have him folded like a pretzel, just arms shaking like, yeah. All my anger coming up. I'm good. I had to write down the songs.
Now you got all the flags. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's touch football now. You need to wrap him up like a baby and put him down gently.
Only way.
Okay, you got some more questions coming in, Auntie. I think you help your team in ways you don't know. Your dedication to the game, hard work, and discipline speaks volumes. That's stuff you can use in life skills every day. It's true.
Right.
I'm your dad. What are your goals for after high school?
My goals after high school is really get to the point where I can join a union. Get to that point. I want to join a union so I can actually be able to travel and work. Cause I feel like I've been kind of I kind of feel like I haven't really explored. So I really trying to.
Okay.
And hopefully I can. Hopefully I can make it. I can do really good with this electrician. So
Okay. If I don't see your mama, unless they both just typing through his questions. Now, if you write a book, what type of book you think about writing about?
I think I'm really just right. Trials and tribulations. I feel like that's gonna be the title of the book.
Oh, I gotta write that down. That's dope.
I feel like it's really just a narrative, but like through my point of view. So,
Okay. If you need help, let me know. I'll help you. Your auntie want to know how you dealing with grief now.
I'm dealing with grief. A little bit the same way. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to get through that. But
Uncle John, Papa, hey Big Z.
yo, what's up? So, but I think I'm still trying to deal with it. as more people pass, it starts getting a little harder and harder. But I feel like I'm starting.
Yeah. Like we were talking about earlier, you got to go through the process. Talk to anybody you need, cry with whoever, one of us. Don't hold it in. Don't bottle. Bottle can lead to credible hunk, smashing everything. Because you angry. That don't help nobody.
Not at all.
And sometimes other people might be dealing with grief you don't know about, and they help them. Never get easy when you lose someone. That's true.
Not at all.
How you say about your graduation?
A little bit. I'm still in shock. It came kind of quick.
You blink and he was a senior.
I hope it really just hit me. It hit me bad. I was still in middle school, so I feel at some point I feel like I matured during my sophomore junior. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do after I graduate. Like to celebrate, I still don't know what I'm finna do. So really just
Well, you're going to do better than what I did.
still don't know.
um, Dad, want to know how can you help others such as yourself deal with the passing of loved ones in your circle?
Honestly, mm, I don't even. Honestly, I don't even know. I'm honestly I don't know. I'm still trying to work on that. But I could say like just be there for him. Honestly,
Yeah.
like just let them know that you there for them. Honestly, all I can say. You know, I'm still trying to work on it myself. So
Yep. Uncle said, I told you, be a blink and they'll be saying it's time to graduate. Your auntie told you, LOL. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
what Mama Bear at? What Paula?
I don't know.
I'm waiting to see her name up here. I straight felt like Bishop Bud with the author call. Like, where the people at? Ain't nobody would comment on this conversation. Let's give them a minute, man. They forgot we was talking today.
Once I actually put my senior pictures, tapping on, yeah, I started
Yeah,
actually,
man, bro. I'm so proud of you. I've been seeing like
yeah.
I remember he used to hold him, call him little nipper. Now he the big nipper. He on time with his dad. He's graduating. Wow. I thought it was next year. Time
Went,
moving.
went by so quick. It's gonna be 18.
Yeah, man. You about to be 18.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow. That is impressive.
yeah.
And your auntie, you going in the words of your cousin, brother, turn up. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was clear. You coming to the house yelling, turn up, turn up. For real.
Man.
Article I wrote for my newsletter on LinkedIn was about when your loved ones ain't here for the holidays. It was heavy about him on there.
Yeah.
How I deal with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, music always been my retreat for a lot of stuff I dealt with in life. I think I got over 1,000 songs written.
So, what was your favorite genre?
My favorite genre, R&B.
R&B.
As sad to say it, I didn't like rap till I had my heart broken in high school. Then I understood rap.
That's bad.
I was straight line with all them thugs, and they talking like, man, I understand now, man. I understand this some bull crap. Music therapy and prayer. Yep. There go Mama Bear. There she go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's R&B. I mean, I'm definitely gonna reach out seeking an interview, Babyface, because he's the foundation for me.
Mm.
I mean, when I used to buy CDs and tapes, I'm looking to see you. To me, you ain't a musician if I can't see you wrote it, you produced it, you published it, whatever.
Mm.
And then even though R. Kelly got his problems, pray for him. He was the like Magic Johnson to me, where he could do everything. You could put any genre in front of him and he'll make a dope song. So I want to be like that, where any genre I can make some good music to it. And you don't got that now. Appreciate you, Mama Bear. I mean, all these artists coming out now are talented, but they ain't saying nothing. They bubble it, they talk about nothing. And there's so much going on in the world right now. That I mean, if Tupac was live, he could probably make a triple disc album and it go because there's so much going on that can be talked about that a lot of people ain't touching.
Right.
And back when we came up with hip hop and R&B, people talked about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple though. You know,
Yeah, you
not
got a few.
a couple of them.
And Auntie say, what's the hardest thing about being a student in this day and time in high school?
Dude, honestly, so weird. They have procedures, and I understand, but it feel a little too strict. You know, I know they just trying to because of everything that went on with school shootings, and
Mm-hmm.
now we can't do certain things to prevent us from being safe. So headphones, I understand that's just so
Mm-hmm.
hallway, some go down, stuff like that. But it kind of dampers the experience. So
Oh, at Wayne State when I was still working there after I graduated, before I finally left, we had a meeting with all the faculty with Wayne State Public Safety Department where they showed us videos on what to do if someone ever came to Wayne State. And I'm in there like, it's crazy. This is normal now. We need to have video if someone should ever come to this campus. This is what you need to do. Protect yourself, or if you see someone injured, look around before you can try to help them or whatever. Like, because you never thought people going to classrooms or schools or churches shooting up stuff.
now they got a
And
rule.
devil got soldiers out here too.
Yeah. But we got a rule now where we can't use the bathroom first 15 and the last 15. Just
Okay.
security measures. But
Now, your auntie want to know, is peer pressure still an issue?
peer pressure still an issue. If it is to a degree, if you're, I can say that. With a lot of stuff going on right now, you know, drugs are heavily, promoted. So, in still is.
Yeah. It's legal now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I voted against it. Like, I want you walking around smoking weed everywhere. I don't care. I smoke weed like a average citizen in my house. I need to walk around. Oh, excuse me, sir. Like, man, you couldn't go roll that sitting down somewhere. You just literally walking. Like, come on, man. Because I was thinking about them things about it. Like, okay, you gonna legalize it. And I can't be driving anywhere without smelling weed. Like, oh, they got some strong stuff. And some people might be impaired driving, so there's downsides to it. And we smoked cigarettes, drinking, weed back in high school. That's probably sadly never gonna go away because people still dealing with life issues.
Yeah.
But hopefully more now it's being promoted more better ways to deal with it. Counselors in the schools more. Go have them therapy sessions. So I don't think we had counselors back in the '90s, but it came more. They was there for the females to talk to them if they had issues. Like that man garbage.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to be in there talking about you got issues at home. Like, why you talking to the council, man? You all right? Your friends, dudes back then, oh, this old sucker got mommy, daddy issues at home. You don't want to hear that garbage. You want to fight. Like, man, shut up. So if people did do it, they probably did it in private, but you didn't know.
Absolutely.
Well,
Now they popularize vapes. That's real.
yeah, and all this stuff ain't good for you.
Uh,
It's smoking of some form and stuff that they make for it. I see they make commercials now to try to find a balance with information about that stuff. That it still ain't good for you. You know, definitely got to get some exercise in, plenty of water. You know, sure anybody got another question they want to ask? All right, and Would you do this again?
Yeah, yeah. I would. I
Would
would.
you ever want to have your own show one day?
I don't know. I don't know. Might. I might.
Okay. Auntie, got another question. What advice can you give to someone watching how to rise above it and not be affected?
Uh, what?
I guess you're talking about the peer pressure or the drinking, smoking.
Honestly, find the right people to hang around with. Surround yourself with good people. I can say that, cause the people you hang around really reflects kinda.
Oh, yeah, she's talking about peer pressure.
So
Now, do they have the clicks where you can tell, oh, they don't want to be thugs, or they the this, they the that?
somewhat like you can somewhat tell. You can somewhat tell by the way they present themselves.
Okay.
I I kinda yeah. You can see that.
Back in the day, they ain't had it. You knew who was who. Them
Yeah.
the dope dealers, them the gang bangers, them the wannabe thugs, them the we ain't had that golf stuff. So them the ones just trying to do. Those the gamers, those the they don't know. We the nerds because they had us in the back hallways of Cooley. Like they didn't want us to associate with them. Like that's so terrible. You know. But it is what it is. Dad, got a question. What is the second half of high school looking like for you, Z?
Second half. You mean like junior and senior year? Nice.
No,
Second.
your second half of high school because you done
Oh.
the rest of the school year.
Oh. Okay. What does it look like? Honestly, really. Enjoying the experience while I still got it, because I know it's after this first semester, it's really gonna go by quick with different activities, but really just trying to have fun. Try
Oh,
to,
man, you got prom coming up.
but yeah,
You
I
going?
with all the free time because I ain't used to it. So
You going to your prom?
yeah, I, I think so. I might.
Well, you gotta go to your prom. You're talking about Mike. Auntie said, "Awesome nephew, you had great wisdom, much to offer." And back on this, you might go.
Might. That's a lot of money for one night. It's a lot of money for one night.
I mean, they had nice suits and stuff for budget you can rent. You ain't got to spend 5 grand on your prom if you don't want to.
All
I
right.
had a neon, and I had a radio in there with a tape deck because the thing didn't have a tape deck. I went to Mario's for a suit that was about 100. I went by myself. The person I was gonna take, Lionel couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Then we went out to a restaurant called Sinbad's after the fact. No more than 200. Then I hung out with a friend and smoked weed with her for the next hour or two. And she was mad, like, why ain't you take me to the prom? Like, cause taking you would have just sent off too many issues in our little world of high school. Mm-mm. I would have had to fight someone
Very
that I
dope.
didn't need to fight over this, cause you in high school, you know what it is.
Word around.
That would have been the breaking CNN. He took so and so. I didn't know they talking like that. What does so and so think? I'm not trying to deal with that the rest of my last few months of high school. Nah. Damn, with the, yeah, it ain't gonna. It shouldn't cost that much. Definitely go for the experience, man. I don't know if you got a female friend particularly you want to take. But go for the experience. Take it all in, because when you get out of high school, 2 years gone, 5 years gone, 10 years gone. Damn, I'm 40.
Yeah, that is
Wait, time start moving.
crazy to think about.
For real. You start talking about 10-year reunion, like, it's been 10 years. It's been 20. Wow. How about that? Like, okay. And Def got to come down there for the graduation. That's gonna be epic.
I don't know what I'm gonna do though. Don't know.
Don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, like for a celebration, like after graduating.
Well, you know you're gonna be with your people. We probably gonna be down there.
I might come up there. I might. Hey.
We can do a part 2 to it as well.
Yeah.
So everybody can. Oh yeah, everybody can show up. You come back. Y'all come back up here. Yeah, we definitely do it up. That celebration because all y'all have graduated.
Oh yeah, everybody got it.
Until eventually, when it's my time to have a kid, then he or she'll be the one next up. I know Doug, his last child, she graduate this year too. So that'd be all of y'all that we know of that had the kids. Everybody grown. Crazy, man. 06 was like just yesterday. Like, nah, he about to graduate. Thought it was 25. Like, okay. Time moving.
Time is. Time really is.
Yeah, we definitely gonna turn up.
Got to.
That's a celebration, especially all the ups and downs, the losses along the way. I know the biggest thing when me and my friend was smoking weed the day we graduated. Don't do that, nobody. Don't condone none of that. This is what I did back then. But it was still more reflective that, man, they used to shoot up high school, 10th grade when all the gangs were trying to take over. Then everybody stopped. Then everybody wanted to get on the females. Then females started having all these kids. We thought it was going to be a daycare at the prom. And now we're in the real world, figuring out life. That was crazy 4 years.
Feel like
be reflective.
Yeah.
But then we saw people when we started going to parties in college. I was going to state, but I didn't have everything like I should have. So a lot of other people went up there. And we were running across people and be up there like, I ain't seen you since high school. What up, though? Like, we getting it in.
Yeah.
And those be the fun memories you look back on because I lived up the state. I had a real job. I always had to look out for someone. But those definitely were the fun times, man. For real.
So how was college for you?
I had that college experience when I would go up to state and be away because working and going to Wayne State, it was more like I was grown man status with school stuff. Okay, I just got off work and I'm in school, but going up there, I could get that feel of you're away at college, so this is what they be dealing with. And oddly, I stopped drinking because I was doing all that when I was young and I shouldn't have been doing it. So, like, I'm good. Just give me some orange juice. So I learned I could turn up sober, and there's no off cap. So I'm live all day with it. And it would be the stories of hear what they dealing with, or we taking them to go get some food because one of our friends knew females that had a stove. You meet females with a stove, Zion. Y'all need to be Avengers. Stove is currency. These fools, they stop hanging with them. We come up there, we looking at the table, the little bunk beds they had the end part. We open it. They got chips, Chip Ahoy, pop water. Like, where the food at? Oh, what them females with the stove? Oh, we don't hang with them. Like, that's what you do. Y'all can collaborate. You got to know them. They have a stove, man. What's wrong with you? So we'll take them to go get some food. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you meet anybody with a stove, Avengers. We homeboy, homegirl. Homeboy. Let's work as a team. We eat some real food. Not just snacks all day. But it was fun. That was fun experience going up there with them.
How was the
work? You'll definitely have fun. No, definitely you need your homeboy to have your back. And me, I was trying to meet females with all different career paths. Okay. Like I need a judge, a lawyer, a doctor. I need all that. Because I don't like dudes like that. I like women. So I just need someone. Hey, man, they got me. You got my back. Cool. Maybe get another, maybe 3 of y'all. But after that, I need to know the ladies. Are you gonna be a CEO? Bet I need you on the team. You know, we just collaborate. And you're gonna have some fun. And just look in the journey. What's that?
How was the workload in college?
If you get like 15 credits, it's gonna be some work. But just like you learn to prioritize football with school, it's gonna be easy. Because most colleges, when I was getting done, they want to make sure they streamline you to get what you need to know and get out. So it ain't gonna be about you need to be doing 15,000 word papers and all this. It's gonna be some work to be done, but there's gonna be a balance of it, and you'll be good.
Okay.
And the more people you get cool with, y'all just have tutoring session together, meet up, and those be the funnest thing. Because when I look back on it now, my ground floor social conversation show was birthed in Rand's house on Cass, which was the old accounting lab. Because we used to be in there talking with them, and we talked about everything. No topic was off limit, and we all learned something, had a good time. Everybody used to get picked up. Like, man, we was chopping up about ABC. Like, hey, that was a good conversation. Like, I look back now, like, that's where the birthday ground floor show was birthed, right in that Rand's house. We talked about everything. Shout out to my old coaching up person, Stacey Lynn. Now she a professor of accounting. Because definitely get the help if you need it. Don't be hesitant. If you don't understand, go get that help because you're paying for this. Now, I wasn't paying for it unless I failed, and I did that once or twice. That $1,000 was too much money, bro. On my check, I appreciate it. Had to slap myself. So don't do it if you ain't gonna do it. You're gonna put your time into it, do it right. Find what you can, get up out, and enjoy the ride. That's something I'm learning now. I didn't really do all the way. I was just trying to get to the end of the road of it. Enjoy all of it. Because it all matters. You know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, man. This has been awesome. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Gotta chop it up some more. And I thought you had your hoodie on. That's your style right now. I like it. I want to thank my awesome high school senior sports athlete, nephew, Zion Edwards.
Thanks.
For anybody watching that's in high school or thinking about doing sports in high school, check this out, share it. You can balance them both. Have fun doing it, learn a lot. Has anybody want to hear about this story? Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me.
I thank you for doing it, nephew. I had to come out on vacation for this one. Like, oh, he got time to do it? Oh, we got to do this. This is my nephew. I ain't really chopped it up with him. See what's going on in this world. This is pretty awesome. Shout out to the fam for all the comments. And you're going to help somebody because 31 countries with all demographic listening, brother. So someone's going to get help from your story.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm be checking in on you now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. You want to hit me up when this show done? Feel free. And everybody continue enjoying your holiday weekend. Until December when the new episode will come. I'm going to give y'all another replay. This special night right here. Appreciate you, nephew, and love you.
Detroit raised me. Detroit.